All right, Shalom. Once again, giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Ruach Kodash, Barakatah. All right, it's another lesson that has to do with two of the like the major prophecies that are more than likely going to pop off first. All right, just so if the elect is like sealed and all that, and then alluding to the parable of like the wise virgins. It's like the wise virgins and the foolish ones. As far as people that who were blessed enough to be sealed with this knowledge. And then the people who are marked for destruction to be condemned. Or because that's what these major prophecies are going to bring about. I'm talking about the famine of the word, and the chip. All right, the mark of the beast. All right, because I was like bringing this out through the spirit because I don't know, for those of you that are have are subscribed to Infowars, Alex Jones's channel. He was he was pretty much like going in, he was going on as far as how these like Moabites have these Chinese, they develop technology, all right, to as far as like your consumer habits and all that. And then from that they judge you can be put on a no fly list and things like that. Or and he was also going in like on the subject is even these Christians that preach like the false name of Jesus, they're not, it's getting to a point where they can't use that name anymore, or in public, or they can't, I don't want to say sound doctrine because they're going off anyway, but they can't, they can't teach what they so-called want to teach, or what they're so supposedly supposed to teach according to the Bible. Or so if them, we get on them a lot. So if this persecution is coming to them, then how much more than us. All right, because since we're the real men of the Lord, we're going to be the main target. All right, this is Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. All right, of course, because this word is compared to like food and water and things like that. It's going to be another thing that happens. All right, but first, or let's say something because as far as like Jake goes, every time something like major pops off, now they want to come up to the camp, or now they want to get their Bibles and their pens and their notebooks, or it's only as far as like the majority, it's only it's only when if something bad happens, then people, whenever someone comes preaching the kingdom, that's when everybody wants to get right. Got something else I wanted to bring up. Slack you. All right, but all right, verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. All right, so at a certain point, of course, they've been talking about, first it was something called like an internet kill switch. All right, now they're talking about net neutrality. All right, but basically, they all right, the main objective, if they're coming after all these people that only teach a little bit, they're in agreement with a little bit of the things we say, like this manosphere, this red pill community, this MGTOW community, or they're coming after them to the point where now they have to beg their subscribers for funds in order to support themselves and shit like that. Or but at the same time, they're not teaching 100%. All right, but then we're teaching some of the things that they teach, and so much more. Like I said before, how much more us, and they're already one of the channels I subscribed to, a GMS channel, got deleted. Back when I first came in, or channels would get deleted left and right. I know a lot of you can remember those days. One day a channel will be up, and you'd have to you'd literally have to sit down and watch all the videos and all the content on that channel, because you wouldn't know the next day if it would. So you'd have to hurry up and get all the knowledge you could get, or and that's how it's gonna be. Especially the more you procrastinate, the less opportunity you'll have to actually take in and pace yourself. All right, but that's prophecy too, because a lot some people will just be sealed by knowing that they're Israelites. All right, but you shouldn't assume that you have that luxury. All right, Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. All right, so while the evil, that meaning we can still, and that's the scoff, as far as the scoffers, it's been 20 years, it's been 100 years, you can still, it's the same routine. You get up, you go to work. I see you guys on the highways and byways over the weekend, or but they think this is gonna be just just the normal routine, just over and over again. All right, but according to the scriptures, that's not going to be the case. All right, this is Ezekiel. All right. All right, 12:21. And a word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? Or or even people in church, it still baffles them, when we talk about biblical prophecy, or prophecy itself is seen as something of old, or something that's not going to happen, or something that's already happened. And they give you these cornball historical documents, some Balfour Declaration or some shit. All right, but as far as the way things are going to happen, the way we teach them, or they don't believe. All right, 23. Tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. But say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision, All right, and that's we got all these as far as being circumspect, looking at all these news articles, or these programs. He was Alex Jones, he was talking about the famine of the word, and the mark of the beast, or and just giving documentation. All right. So back in Ecclesiastes 12:2, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Or and we're the ones looking at the windows. We see the storm coming in the horizon. It's not here yet, but us and the other elect, our fellow laborers and believers in sincerity, or they know what we're talking about. Or but the majority of you, are you 2/3? Are you heathens? Like if you don't have no idea, like you think that that you can prepare for it and overcome it. If you're not, if you're doing it by carnal means, as opposed to like by spiritual means, or as opposed to like what we're doing as far as doing the lessons, going out on the highways and byways of faith and the works. First and foremost being Israelites of the elect. That's the only way you're going to avoid this storm that's about to come. All right, verse 4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Or and even the entertainment industry is dwindling. All right, these shows, they're not funny anymore. Or right, the music isn't good anymore. All right, and that's not from the perspective of an old head. You can actually, like, if you gauge the quality, it's gradually deteriorated. Everything and that's because it's closing time. It's the end of the party. The good drink was they brought out at first, but now they're bringing out the bottom shelf bullshit. All right, but that's just as far as like the famine of the word. It's probably gonna be like one of the first prophecies that come to pass. All right, but with that, I'm gonna say all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Kodash Barakatah. All right, double honors to the apostles of GMS. All right, Shalom. Oh, Slakia, and as far like I also have for those of you that don't know yet, I also have another channel where I do videos. It's called, once again, it's called GMS Cleave to Truthland. Or it's kind of a play on words. All right, but there's I do have the announcement in my as far as the other videos, I brought it up before, but there's also more content, more of my videos on that channel as well. All right, but shalom.